Morning, ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel number 2. We are now at my second favourite tank in the game, and at number 3 we did yesterday look at the Object 777, but today we're going to look at number 2. Now you guys should already know what it is. This tank right here has been my favourite tank in the game for a very long time. Ever since I played this tank, it has always been my favourite tank. That is until recently, after all these years. Recently, I have changed my mind about my favourite tank in the game, and that is not so much because of the tank. The tank has been even made better than better, but it's more me. It's more me because the Leopard 1 is a very difficult tank to play. Very difficult tank to play. But over the couple of years, you know, I'm not getting any younger. My reactions are a bit slower. I do now sort of struggle just a little bit driving the Leopard 1, and I tend to get wrecked more often than not. So I tend to get wrecked more than I wreck. So I thought, you know what, it is time to change my favourite tank, a tank that suits me better, a tank that suits my playstyle better with age. So yeah, the Leopard 1 is number 2. Still a fantastic tank, and if I was better at the game, it would still be my number 1 tank, but because I'm losing my touch, yeah, I had to change it. So armor profile, got no armor. You might get the lucky you might get the lucky bounce on the turret, but yeah, it's got no armor whatsoever. DPM is actually very good. In fact, if you don't run it with calibrated shells, it is the highest DPM medium in the entire game at about 3,700. I personally, 3,500 is more than enough. I run it with calibrated shells just to up that penetration. So you've got just over a 6-second reload. Your penetration is 268 on your AP, 330 on your APCR. So not the highest, which is why I do run it with the calibrated shells. 58 on your HE. You do have a 360 alpha on your AP, 300 on your heat, and 400 on your HE. Aim time is incredible at 2.8. The gun dispersion is incredible at 0.272, one of the best in tier 10. And also 9 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 65 kilometers per hour. So it has everything you need a medium to have, apart from obviously the armor, but you've got DPM, you've got now penetration, you've got accuracy, you've got aim time, you've got speed. So everything that makes a good medium tank, this absolutely has. So we're going to get into some games just to show you how this tank does play on the battlefield. So we've got 2 short games for you. This one, I mean, is a very quick game, but because of the speed, I still like to get into position very quickly to see what the team are doing, to see what the enemy or where the enemy are going, and then at least allows me to make up my mind where I then want to put my tank next, and it also allows my team to make up their mind to where they want to go. So, you know, they might be going on the right side, I might spot a tank on this left side. So at least then it gives them time to change their mind. But again, it is a frustrating tank because you don't have that armor. Even if you are using your 9 degrees of gun depression, people will still be able to wreck you, to be honest. The people can HE you as well, so try to make sure that you're not showing them your rear. Trying to make sure that you're not showing them your side. Just try to face them at all times, because even mediums, light tanks will be able to shoot your side with HE, which of course then will up their DPM and it will make your hit points go a lot quicker. So as you can see, yeah, easy pen for that guy. But now my T62 is pushing. He's taken the attention. Of course, I'm just going to sit behind, and that guy dies very quickly. So that is 1 tank down for the enemy team, 1 tank down for our team. There's a Death Star. That is 1 tank I would love to get rid of. It looks like this guy is AFK, but at this point it is a Death Star. I really don't care if it's an AFK. I want to kill this guy as soon as possible, because if I don't, he could come back to haunt me later on in the game. In fact, I'm a one-shot to that guy. So taking care of him, I mean, we took care of him fairly quickly, if I'm honest. So now it is a 5 versus 4. They are all going to push towards my Foch, but that is absolutely perfect for me, because of course everyone that is rushing that side of the map, they are all going straight towards my Foch. So that allows me to get some damage into them. So you can see the T22, because he is just focusing on that Foch, I have managed just to take him clean out. And the next tank to do the same thing is the Foch 155. So yeah, I'm getting some free damage right now. You got the Type 50, T57, which is now dead, and now this Foch, he doesn't want to know anyone except for the Alpha. So we are able to take him out pretty quickly. And before you know it, 4,000 damage. I mean, that was very, very easily done. We got shot once from the T62, so very, very easy game there. And again, if no one looks at you like that, and because of the DPM that you've got, you really can farm damage very, very, very quickly. So next up, we are on Desert Sands. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult, to be fair, but we're just going to fast forward it just a little bit. So again, just like the other game, I always play this like a medium. You know, you've got to support your medium tanks. Now, this poor T92E1, he gets wrecked. I did try to push forward to help him, and then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm committed now. So yes, it does mean that I am going to lose some hit points, but I did manage to kill that Leopard 1 fairly quickly, to be fair. And now the TVP is reloading. He is up against me and my other medium tank. So he is still reloading. Of course, he doesn't want to just sit there. He needs to run away. He's got no choice. If he doesn't run away, then he's got 2 medium tanks, the TVP and myself, to deal with. So it's not going to end well for that guy. But because he's running away, look, I mean, I'm just able to get, again, some more damage. And that is a very decent way to play this tank, like farm. You need to be not looked at. You know, you want the enemy not to look at you. And if you can make them look at your team rather than you, then you will be successful in this tank. You've got to remember, the way to play this tank is to play it like you're on 1 hit point. That's how I've always said it, because, and that's why I've always loved the tank, because it makes you think about what you're going to do next. Like, it's going to make you, it has to make you think about your next move, because you can't just rush, because you will get deleted, because you don't have any armor to be sort of dangerous. You've got a good gun and you've got good speed, and that is all you pretty much got. So you need to capitalize on that and use it to its advantage. So sitting at the front of the map with your team, yeah, is not going to end well for you. But sort of make them not look at you, then yeah, you'll perform much better. Now, I accidentally shot, I don't even know why I attempted to shoot that, but that shot there could have been the change of a win and a loss, like, because now if I come out, he's going to shoot the side of me, and he's then going to put me down to a one-shot. So that miss that I just did on that KPZ could have been a very important miss, the same as that as well. But luckily he does die. My Conway does take him out, and it is now a 2 versus 2. Now, these are both tank destroyers, so they do have alpha, but what I've got is some speed, and I'm actually going to get a very, very lucky bounce. He literally shoots the only part of my tank that would bounce. So luckily I'm still alive. So we're going to just miss that shot there for no reason. But we are on 2 kills. Both of these tanks are pretty much a one-shot. This Hori could probably take a shot. But for now, I just want to take care of this grill. And at this point, I can now just rush forward towards this Hori. I can take a shot, no problem. As long as I can get behind him, then there is nothing this guy can do. As you've just seen there, he does take the shot, but now he is in the middle of the open. There is absolutely nothing he can do. So now it's just waiting for that victory. Again, another nice damage game, 4,000, very, very easily. And that, again, is something you can do in this tank as long as you play it correctly. If you play it correctly, it is one of the best tanks in the whole entire game. So let me know your thoughts on the Leopard 1. Is it a tank that you struggle with as well as I do? But let me know in the comments below. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. That leaves me with one more video. You should all know what tank it is because we have recently made a video. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Meadsy, and I will catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With